question today is from Mandy, who has her hands full, to say the least, with a 4-year-old. Here's what she says. Hello, I've been trying to use 1, 2, 3 magic and have been having a hard time getting my child to go to timeout. He throws a major fit. I try to walk or carry him there, and he fights the whole way and screams the whole time. Then when I ignore him and stop talking to him, he just screams over and over, "Why won't you talk to me? I want to talk to you, Mommy, listen to me." Over and over for the whole duration of timeout. He's 4, so he's been doing 4 minutes. And then when the 4 minutes is up, things are getting worse here. I tell him he can come out. He refuses, saying he only wanted 1 minute of timeout in the first place. And he sits there continuing his fit. Also, what are effective consequences if we are driving or out on the go and I have to count? How do I make him take a timeout in those situations where there isn't a timeout spot or he's in his car seat? Well, Mandy, here's the deal. Your first problem was this: he won't go to timeout. So what you want to do is, when you hit a 3, you escort him to his timeout, and you say nothing. The most important thing is no talking and no emotion. Then you get him in timeout, and the rules are no eye contact and no talking. So he's yelling at you, "Why won't you talk to me?" and so on. This is testing manipulation number 2. It's a simple temper tantrum, and you want to continue not talking to him. Now, you may recall from the book, if a child is 4 years old or over, when does the timeout start? Timeout starts when they're done tantruming. So this is going to be quite aggravating to go through, but you're not going to talk to him during that whole time. And you can tell him once, the timeout starts when you basically keep quiet. And then when he comes out and he says, "I wanted a 1 minute, I didn't want a 4-minute timeout," and so on, and he gets the issue more confused, he's still tantruming. So he shouldn't be let out if he's going to do that. If timeout's over and he's been quiet and you let him out and he starts doing that, he's going to get counted right back into timeout. So remember, no talking, no emotion, but make sure you have those rules down. They're in the book. Make sure you have all those rules down perfectly. When you're out and about in the car or whatever, in the car you can do a 1, 2, 3 timeout. Pull the car off to the side of the road, and you can do the timeout there. The other thing you can do in a grocery store is there's always a timeout room or a timeout place in a grocery store where you can do the timeout. The timeout room is often like a bathroom. It's a timeout place. You can take them back to the car. You can take them to the front of the store. Wherever you are, there's either a room-like thing, or a symbolic place where you can do your timeout. Once again, no talking and no emotion. It's harder in public because you have that fear of public embarrassment. So good luck. You got your hands full, but stick to it, and remember to keep quiet.